Are you or someone you know a victim of a car crash, or a legal professional seeking help in a crash investigation case? Look no further than IBF International. At IBFUSA, we specialize in at-scene crash evidence preservation, evidence analysis, crash reconstruction, and court testimony. We have over 20 years of experience in at-scene and post-event crash investigations in most of Southern Africa and the rest of the world. We not only provide assistance to crash victims and legal professionals, but we also offer training to those who wish to pursue a career in crash forensics. Our goal is to empower our clients with the knowledge and tools they need to navigate the often complicated world of crash investigations. Our slogan is IBF International. The facts speak for themselves, and we stand by it. We provide expert guidance and assistance to help you with insurance repudiation, expert testimony, and trial assistance. We believe that the facts should always be the driving force in any crash investigation, and we are committed to providing you with the most accurate and thorough analysis possible. If you're looking for an expert to guide you through a crash investigation, look no further than IBFUSA. For more information or to engage our services, visit our website at www.ibfusa.info.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the IBF USA Sim Experience GT3 World Series Round 2, coming to you live from Nurburgring in Germany. Tonight we're a little bit early, several things to go through. First of all, I have moved home, so apologies for any issues. I see one of the problems that has happened in the last, 2 weeks since we did a stream is the YouTube has changed how they do things, so I don't have time. I can't set a start time, so unfortunately I pushed start stream and it automatically just starts. There's no delay on it anymore, so apologies for the start of the stream. That is why that happened. But I'm your commentator tonight, Dennis Mitchell. I'm joined again by Sean Woodgate. He is here. He's just muted at the moment. He's obviously not at his PC right now. But I've started a little bit early just to go through a few things tonight. So, of course, this is round 2 from the Nurburgring. We will be following this with round 3 from the Twin Ring Motegi, round 4 at Imola Grand Prix, round 5 from Long Beach, fantastic street circuit, round 6 from Spa Grand Prix circuit, round 7 from the Mexican Grand Prix circuit, round 8 from the Canadian Grand Prix circuit, lots of Grand Prix circuits which were great for GT3 cars. And then we head over to Sebring, the full Sebring circuit in America is probably one of the bumpiest circuits on the calendar, or definitely the bumpiest circuit on our calendar. Probably one of the bumpiest circuits in the world. And then we're in with one of the fastest tracks in the world, Monza. So quite a different selection of tracks there. And just regarding the points coming into this round, this is the points that the drivers will get for race 1, which is the sprint race, race 2, which is the feature race. Sprint race is a 6-lap sprint race. Race 2, the feature race, is a 60-minute race. Both races, the drivers can get 1 point for fastest lap. But there's only 1 point available for qualifying pole position, which is the pole position that's for the sprint race. Race 2, start position is set by the results from race 1. Then just looking at our championships points at the moment. So currently at the moment we have Chris Collison ahead of Jason Underwood and Timo Smit. They are first, second, and third. That is in the Pro Division. We also now have a Veterans Division. So currently we have Marius van Wyk, first in the Veterans, from Andre Hildebrandt and Harvey Ho. So Harvey Ho is currently sitting third in the Veterans. The Veterans and the Pro Championship take up the same championship. They're racing the same race. It just means the Veterans get a chance to actually challenge for their own championship as well. At the moment, we currently only have 4 drivers in the Veterans. The driver that's not on screen at the moment is Hilke Vereniger. So Hilke will, I'm sure, pop up and swap places every now and again with Harvey and maybe even Andre. So we'll see how that goes as the championship goes forward. And then let's have a look at our complete championship table. So this is the overall results. So our top 3, once again, Chris Collison, he's from the UK. Jason Underwood, who's from South Africa, but in the UK. Timo Smit from South Africa, in South Africa. They are our top 3. Chris on 58 points, Jason on 57 points, so only 1 point between the two of them. Timo Smit in third place, 10 points shy of Jason and 11 points shy of Chris, so it's close. Could be closer, but anything can happen throughout a 10-round championship. And then looking at our complete top 15, in fourth place we have Sean Olivier for Thorax Racing on 40 points, Stanton Augustus for Fach Autotech Esport on 38 points, Gerrit Bukes for BP Racing 28 points, Yandre Dupinov for PZN Panel Beaters 27 points, Jean de Toy PZN Racing 20 points, Andre Nel Midnight Code for 15 points, Donny Belafonte Fach Autotech Esport 14 points, Rian van der Westhuizen PZN Waldmec Racing 13 points, Sean Johnson tied on 13 points, but I think Rian had a better result first, so therefore he has 11th place. So Sean Johnson for Sim Experience SA on 13 points, Peter Murray, PZN Waldmec Racing 12 points, Peter Geldenes, SRC Motorsport 11 points, and Jeffrey Roux, Sim Experience SA 10 points. I believe Jeffrey won't be able to make it tonight, having been at the Simola Hill Climb. I'm very jealous. I've only done the virtual one, but yeah. Very, very jealous. I did actually win it the 1 year. I won the classics, but yeah, fantastic event. If you haven't ever done the virtual one, I believe the virtual one is now over. I stand corrected. That is run by ATK. Fantastic event, and everyone should partake in that. It's something very, very different to track racing. And obviously the real one is going to top that by a mile. All right, so let's head back to the main screen just so that we know we are in the GT3 series. Just waiting for some of the drivers to get ready for qualifying. In fact, I wonder if they're actually in qualifying yet. I am just going to have a look quickly. It would seem that I have an issue with mine. So I'm just going to jump back here. For some reason, I have been kicked out of the server. I hope that does not happen in the race. So perhaps in the meantime, technical gremlins and the joy of having computers. They are wonderful until things go wrong. Maybe one thing I can do, excuse me while my voice is off to the side, I might be able to jump to my other PC and maybe get some kind of a feed for us while we are waiting. I believe I can. I'm not too sure if this is going to work correctly, but while we are waiting for a feed to come through from my main feed, there seems to be lots of connection issues at the moment. All right, so we are now looking at a live feed. Unfortunately, it's just doing its thing, so I'm kind of just going with it. So apologies for that. Seems I'm having all kinds of issues at the moment. Like I say, apologies that I'm in a new place. A couple of gremlins might creep in. But I believe we should be connecting now properly with the main PC. It's in the server, it just takes a while to show everything, so you guys unfortunately are seeing all this live. But decided I would be a little bit early just to give you guys a bit more of a gap. And I don't know why, but it looks like something has happened with the server. And I think that is why. So it would seem that something has gone crazy and somehow the server is reset. Not sure why that is. So I'm going to just change the server into qualifying mode while you guys are watching the feed. In fact, I'm going to jump to an ad break while I just quickly get everything changed over. So apologies for that, but let's jump to an ad break quickly and then everything will be sorted when you get back.
Are you or someone you know a victim of a car crash, or a legal professional seeking help in a crash investigation case? Look no further than IBF International. At IBFUSA, we specialize in at-scene crash evidence preservation, evidence analysis, crash reconstruction, and court testimony. We have over 20 years of experience in at-scene and post-event crash investigations in most of Southern Africa and the rest of the world. We not only provide assistance to crash victims and legal professionals, but we also offer training to those who wish to pursue a career in crash forensics. Our goal is to empower our clients with the knowledge and tools they need to.
All right, welcome back, and apologies, it seems to be in qualifying at the moment. I'm not sure why. The one overlay I was looking at was showing me that we were not, so I had to just go and double check. So this is the official qualifying for round 2 of the Sim Experience SA IBF GT3 World Series. Unfortunately, it's showing the wrong information. I'm not sure why that is. It seems like everything seems to have gone wrong tonight. Let me just try and sort that out hopefully in a quick and timely manner, unless I've just missed that particular one, which I might have. In fact, I think I have. So apologies for that. It is round 2 from Nurburgring. One overlay that I seem to have missed. And of course our current round being Nurburgring. It's the 7th of May. This is now our official calendar. We should stick with these times to the end of the season. I have moved and it seems like I am sorted power-wise and internet is not as fast as it should be. I will have that up hopefully this week. So fingers crossed everything goes right. Unfortunately the stream might be a little bit jittery because of that. But that is hopefully going to be sorted out by the next stream. But at least we have a stream tonight. So fingers crossed it goes smooth enough and the drivers are happy. And then of course our championship standings. Chris Collison in first place, Jason Underwood second, Timo Smith in third. I'm going to leave it at that for now while we are live. Oops, finger trouble, apologies for that. And perhaps I can get up our overlays, get everything up and running, so we know who we are, where we are. Not as many drivers here tonight. Unfortunately, some of the drivers are affected by load shedding tonight. Some drivers, as I mentioned, are not able to make it because they've been at the Knysna hill climb, so haven't been able to get back in time. But fingers crossed, it's still a great event. We at least have 19 drivers in currently. We just have to see how many more will join throughout the race. Unfortunately, having moved and reset up everything, my sound isn't coming through the way I want it to, so I'm not hearing everything I should be hearing. So hopefully you are all hearing everything. I know with the introduction I couldn't hear it, but when I checked on YouTube it was playing, so hopefully it's just a scenario where I'm not hearing it, but it's all running fine. Any issues with the sound, please let me know in the YouTube channel. Good evening to everyone in the YouTube channel. I see we have several viewers already. So currently on board with Sean Johnson. I say on board, we're following Sean Johnson. He's in the first sector of a flying lap. Lots and lots of traffic there. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they are moving. Oh, lots of connection issues on my side. I presume it's my side. I'm going to jump to another car. I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like Stanton is on an outlap. One of the new things we have for tonight, we have tire information. So on the left hand side in the tower you have the drivers' names there with the drivers' lap times on the right hand side, and now you see their tire information there. We have that color coded now, whereas before it was just black for every single tire. Now it is color coded. So the color coding is as follows. Let me see if I can find it for us. Of course, for some reason I'm now struggling to find it. Perhaps I can jump to another. Right, let's try this again. So it's color coding for our tires are as follows. The red is the soft tire, the yellow is the medium tire, the white is the hard tire, and the blue is one that we probably won't see, is the wet tire. That'll only be in extreme wet conditions. I think it's slightly damp. The drivers prefer to stick it out on dry tires. I'm not sure why the visuals are looking like they are. So apologies for that. If it's not like that on the driver's end, it should just be on my end with my connection not being quite up to scratch. I could possibly try lowering some settings, which maybe I should do in the background here. Just lower the bitrate slightly, and then we should hopefully not have any more issues. I'll change the Stanton in the background, and while we're doing that, I guess I can take away the tire options. We don't have to have that running all the time. Background, I'm just going to change down to slightly lower setting here. So that should alleviate a little bit of stress on the internet side here, maybe give us just enough to do away with some of the issues. And of course, I'm running on a different connection, being in a different house. I'm a different ISP at the moment as well. Our server is a different server as well. So pretty much everything has changed. At the moment it looks like the server is, ping-wise seems to be alright, but I think the issue that we are seeing with a little bit of delay and the lag is probably on my end. I'm going to just briefly stop sharing my screen to Sean and see if that maybe helps. If that does help, unfortunately Sean might have to go without viewing live until next week.
Hi Dennis,
if that is the issue.
Can you hear me? Hi Dennis, can you hear me?
Right, so let's see, we have several drivers out on track at the moment. Unfortunately our visuals are not very good at the moment, so apologies for that. Hopefully it won't stay this way, but it is not looking very good at the moment.
Hi Dennis, can you hear me?
On my end everything is looking fine connection wise, it's not saying anything is wrong. So I'm hoping that this is nothing serious. I'm going to, in the meantime, watch Sean come across the line. Where will Sean end up? He's currently in third place. We have Parrot Bukes in provisional pole position from Yondre Dippenaar, Sean Olivier. Then we have Monet Dutoy, then Jean-Andre Dutoy, then Peter Mireille, Sean Johnson, Rudy van der Westhuizen, Andre Hildebrand, Harvey Hosts, Chris Collison, which hasn't done a time, and everyone below Chris has not done a time yet. So we're just waiting for drivers to do times. I'm just seeing if there's anyone complaining about the connection at the moment. While we are watching this, let's perhaps have a look at Harvey Hosts on track. Currently no one's complaining about the connection, so hopefully it is just my side. Which is a bit sad, so very sorry about that. Not sure if there's much I can do to improve it. I could maybe disconnect the second PC and see if that helps. I will actually try that.
Sean here, can you hear me?
Does that possibly help? If it does, that would be great. just excuse me. Unfortunately, sometimes you get all kinds of gremlins, and this seems to be one of those nights where everything is just not going quite to plan. What I'm going to try and do is just remove the second PC so we won't have the dual screen for tonight, but that might make all the difference. So we will see if that does anything. So one thing I do know is that it is not me sharing my camera, so I'm going to share that again with Sean.
Hi Dennis, Sean here. Can you hear me?
And hopefully all will be better. Mouth control here at the moment, which is very different. Very difficult. I'm going to just shut that down, and then in the meantime, let's jump to a car that's actually on track, and hopefully that's the last of our gremlins. So fingers crossed. So watching Jean do the toy at the moment, unfortunately a little bit of a upper still, so it's not completely right, but hopefully it is better. Right, we have two comments at the moment saying Gary Johnson saying, "Hi Dennis, hi Gary, good to have you with us again." Guys are saying cars are teleporting at the moment, so perhaps we need to change something on the server side. So thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know that, Timo. I am going to see if there's anything I can to that and see what I